underground privilege, their underworld privilege. These people to be able to move through society feeling like they seamless, and I've been able to pick each one of them up like little mud ducks and line them up. They don't like that. They thought they was gonna be able to finish this thing without being detected, but a lot of them don't care because these are the ones that go and get on their knees in the pulpit. These are the ones that go and get on their knees amongst the judges. These are the ones that feel as though they're the judges. So somebody could be talking about today. Somebody think they pretty. Now I'm an average pretty. I'm not fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm an average pretty girl. I don't consider myself being ugly. Okay. Throughout school, I got attention for my body. I don't think it was for my face. I feel like it was for my boobs, the way I was shaped. Okay. I don't think that guys approach me because of my looks. My looks has never benefited me ever in getting anything. I just know I'm not ugly. Now, we talking about bitches that know they ugly. You know they ugly. And you just mad because you sat among somebody that got a lot of unwarranted and unwanted attention, even cyber attention, that this child or this person didn't even know they was getting because you were some of the people that was exploiting me and other people like me. You're talking about people that got unwanted attention from boys at school that would try to attack them and fill on them and jump on them after school, which was unwarranted. You talking about stuff that you probably just didn't get because you was ugly in the face, bitch. Let's talk about it. You still is. And so what I'm saying is I've never counted on my beauty to get me no man. I've never counted on my beauty to get, I was not the well sought after. The girls that hung around me, I can admittedly say, at some point in time in our situation, people could have thought, I may have even thought, well, my friend is really pretty. I just all looked at us as average pretty bitches, okay? I didn't never really think of anybody that I hung out with as an ugly bitch, okay? I don't know what nobody else thought. But I can say that I've been in a scene with my best friend and my play sister. At some point in time, more guys gravitated towards me when we were younger and I was thinner, right? But then when my play sister lost a lot of weight, men gravitated towards her and my best friend. My best friend was Mexican and she was kind of light skinned. They both lighter than me. But I can admit that at one point in time, I felt like, maybe because of my weight, that we were average all pretty together. But I'd be like, yeah, she is pretty. She is pretty than a motherfucker. I can see why. There's certain qualities or something in her face or something. I can see why. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know that I was the Truman Show, baby. Right? And this is why a lot of people probably didn't want to fuck with me like that. Right? Now, I feel like somebody is trying to get on their knees to some judge. It could be this King of Swords in reverse. It could be this Thomas energy. Okay? This Chief Justice Thomas or something like this behind the scenes. These people are working to have the ugly girls win. So I feel like this mommy watch to train these ugly girls to perform well in bed so that girls that she was jealous of growing up, so she had the close arm of the father, a feather or a father. So she was up under a feather when he was alive. Now she's using her power, her privilege from being a queen of the underworld, okay? To make the women that were looked at as muses or beautiful to some of these men behind the scenes, to embarrass them, humiliate them, and make her look better. This bitch might even be trying to use a clone of me or her to look more like me. You understand? To steal my fucking identity. So, bitch, let's get it straight and lay the shit on the table. Because this is how you talk on your other channel with that clone. What does it say? What is the channel called? Unrestricted or something talk. And I'm like, how are you even using that term when you not even being yourself? It's like whatever the channel is called is like oh shit, I can't remember what the channel is called. But I'm like, how dare you name this channel that when you don't represent any of that quality as being yourself. You know what I'm saying? And being straight and being straightforward or saying what you really mean. How dare you use that term for this channel? You ain't even being who you were supposed to be. So we're gonna talk about it because there is some people that you could look at their face and you can say they ugly. I will never treat you different or nothing. I will not. I'm just saying that you hating on me because you thought. I never thought that I was the prettiest bitch in the room. I never thought I was the prettiest bitch in the room. Ever. I just thought I was okay and I was pretty. I never had low self-esteem is what I'm saying. But no, bitch, you thought that I was the prettiest bitch in the room. That's why you got that clone. That's why you fucking whoever fucking wearing that China mask. So that you can take something, could be my husband or one of my exes here. Okay? So that's why you doing what you doing behind the scenes to earn a spot. That's why you slithering your ass around the scenes to get a spot. This is somebody that, they say if you ever want to know about a man, ask his mistress. So if this was a mistress of one of these father or feather figures, So we're not gonna play that game with me. All them bitches for this hate crime that you created is going to jail. I don't give a fuck if you fucking them now or not. It's just the way it's gonna go. You attacked me, somebody that can't even see on that level, somebody that was blindfolded the whole time. You're jealous. You're mad. You're mad because even whatever you're trying behind the scenes to get that clone or to do surgery or to use my doppelganger in order to try to overload it or put your brain in it or swap brains or whatever the fuck, swap destinies, you mad because it still ain't working. Mark my words. I never walked around with my, I always walked around with my head held high, but I never walked around like my shit don't stink like I'm the finest thing in the room. No. I've seen prettier bitches than me. My children ask me. I'll say, like, my youngest daughter, I'll be like, oh, that girl, I'll be like, oh, look at that baby, it's so cute. And she'll be like, why you say that? She'd be jealous all the time. If I say anybody, any baby, any person is cute. And she's like, what you trying to say? If it's a girl her age, what you trying to say? I'm not pretty. No, you pretty too. But I'm just saying, that's just a pretty little girl. I'm like, oh, she's so cute, her hair or whatever. And she don't like when I do that or whatever, right? But I can admit, like I'm someone that can look at another child and say, because we all would be like, yeah, my daughter pretty, or yeah, my daughter prettier than that. Yeah, she talking all that shit at school, bitch. You look better than her. You know what I'm saying? Or you are, because it ain't even really about your looks. It's about who you are. It's about your works. Your works against humanity. Not only what you're doing in the light or on one channel when you acting perfect, but what you're doing on that hood channel when you acting ghetto. But you can't be both. You can't just go through the current or the flow or the ebb and flow of life and just be who you are on one platform. You have to separate yourself so people can't see that side of you, so they'll never relate that side of you with who the fuck you showing them on that Mommy Watch a Tarot channel. But I know you because you've been slithering around on me my whole life, trying to suck my life expectancy and my destiny. I know you the snake. And ain't nothing you can do to cover it up. Or you a part of it. Now, it could be chopped up with that snake. We're talking about North Carolina, South Carolina, and those other states that collectively, or that was broken down into pieces, I think after the Civil War or one of these wars. It could be representing that snake got chopped up in many pieces, and these are the women that are coming, the brooding, which is jealous vipers that are coming after the Holy Spirit. That what you are. Most of these tarot readers in the tarot community, that's what somebody raised them up for off of my energy and my life narrative. That's what the tarot community is made of. They're all talking about the same thing, this story. And from different points of view. That's all they're doing. They were paid to help guide or get the story back on track, but they started to get a single eye on their own, worried about what they can do with this gift that they got from me. And then they started to have their eye be single, so you don't get to keep it. It can be plucked out. God can give it and take it away. Man gave it to you. I didn't even give it to you. Man gave it to you. I don't know what they plan on doing to you. But whatever you signed on the dotted line, wherever you signed that, I'm pretty sure you're not going to be okay for the rest of your life. Somebody else is in charge of you. Since you signed yourself away to science or whatever this is, this research study or whatever this is, which I never did. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. These is people that think that you look better than them. So much so they're trying to take your whole essence, your whole soul, your body, and jump inside of it like a skinwalker that they are. And they want to persecute innocent people that are righteous, that have been born white and pure. Somebody was waiting for you to be born with evil, wicked, dark energy, or after you went through a spell of being hood or out here killing people or whatever this is. They wanted that to be the case this time, but it's not. Somebody's still pure as the day that they was born. Like to the core. I looked at that word, I heard without blemish, but again, there's a difference between regular folk and the gods. You may be able to mark the flesh of the gods, and that's not going to mess up the core. But you can mark the surface or surface level or the flesh, or you're tied up on the flesh or hurting the flesh of regular human beings. That may cut them to the core. They may not ever be able to repair from that. But the gods are different. And somebody mad. Somebody mad that even if they took your identity, even if they took everything, changed your name, swapped your name and everything, they still look at you and they still envy. They still envy what that is that they can't break. It's unbreakable. It's somebody that hasn't been emasculated or broken to want to do the same exact thing that somebody did to them, back to them, to everybody for no fucking reason, even innocent people. Yes, I think that if somebody did an eye for an eye, somebody did it to me, they should get it back. Am I gonna waste my whole life if they got cut down and they moved in a different direction? Am I gonna spend my life trying to find that person to do that to them? No, I'm not gonna waste my fucking time. You're not worth it. Am I gonna chase you down to make you get the? You're not worth it. But if you come back my way, I'm gonna try to shoot you down, either with my words or if I had a weapon. It's just the facts. So somebody is trying to solidify something or say that you're mad because somebody was attractive. We'll use that term. And what I'm looking at with my energy is, even if I was attractive, the people in the Truman Show was not allowed to show that to me. So my attractiveness, or whatever these people, this burning desire that these people had to keep to themselves within about me, how would I use that to manipulate things when that would have never worked? Because these people could not show me that they supported me. They were not allowed to show me if they did feel more than just, hey girl, oh, hey, you here again? If they felt more glee than that, they weren't ever able to let that off. Maybe the one friend that was the closest, that was the real snake the whole time. But everybody else will act like it's just you. Oh, you just here again? You understand? The biggest snakes. I think I'm going to say who throughout all my life I could think ever treated me like, oh my God, you're here, is my friend Candy and my grandmother on my mama's side, Rachel. These are two people that act overly excited when I came to visit them. This damn chipmunk is chilling. He just laying there. Usually they be running around. I hope he ain't sick. So, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a couple cousins, if I showed up at a baby shower, everybody like, oh, hey girl, you here? But, you know, it wasn't, I could see that it wasn't really, you know, from the core. So you think you're going to persecute somebody because you've been jealous of them all their life, and you fucking their man, or you fucking their daddy, or you fucking somebody that's a big daddy, or a big daddy Kane energy, somebody that's a king or something? Come on. It's enough is enough. You guys are ridiculous. You guys are ridiculous. I mean, like I said, if all these people have been watching me through a microscope all my life, they even know that my beauty or my looks didn't get me anything. I never used it to manipulate a man. I never used it to get money from a man. I never used it to do any of that. Unless intimate moments with me and my husband or something. You know what I'm saying? Cute little shit like, oh, I'll do this if you do that or something like this. Other than that, there's no large portion of my life where I've been able to just flaunt around and know every guy is looking at me. Now, my friend Candy can say that because I can see I could see the attraction with other men with her. I could see that when my play sister Nina lost that weight, I could see that men was like that falling at their feet, but I've never had men fall at my feet. If they was falling at my feet, it was in the dark. It was in my sleep. It was when they was sleep or energy trafficking me at night. It wasn't ever to show me any. It wasn't somebody Matter of fact, we're talking about some kind of binding spell work where somebody didn't want you to feel attractive. They didn't want you to feel loved. They didn't want you to feel like men would fall at your feet. Me. This is what somebody did around me. So, that would be ridiculous. If anything, when I'm talking about this situation with the police, it wasn't my looks. I didn't show off my body or something to try to get out of that. I use my mind. I use my mind in a sense where it's sharp and it's pure. I'm not trying to manipulate nobody or nothing. I'm too straightforward, too brutish with my truth and with my words to be cunning. Anybody can, if you look up the word cunning in etymology, anybody can see that I cannot be cunning. Especially when I'm at war, I'm in too much of a masculine energy to be cunning. It's more like a bull in a china shop tearing shit up. I wouldn't be able to hide. I can't manipulate or trick, or I don't even have time to remember what I said. I shoot too fucking straight to be cunning.
So you gotta be a real one.
Mm-hmm. So, you know what I'm saying? Cut that shit out. Y'all need to stop. This community is going down. This community or this heist circle or whatever you got going on. Somebody wanted to, yes, try to force a child or implant a child on somebody and then have them hit a brick wall. But Mommy Wate is a group of those people. These are probably the 76ers, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79ers. This could be the 79ers and the 1999ers. The class of 99. And then whatever class, maybe the class of 95. Okay, 95, 6, 7, 8, 9. Those older kids that's like my older cousins. My Taurus was a little older. Jay-Z's clone that Linus that we grew up in the neighborhood with, or Vo or whatever. Those are the 70-somethingers. I was allegedly born in the 80s, unless I was born in the 70s and somebody ain't saying something and they did something with my birth certificate. I don't know. See, that's why you have to pay attention to people's readings. If it's very monotone and very gray and very dull or there's not really no highs and lows. If somebody's just all the time, they have to keep their composure. You're not a real empath. You're working behind the scenes. You're a Queen of Cups spy. You're somebody that's been able to spy or have intel or a view on somebody's life behind the scenes for longer than they would like your snake ass to have it. You've been able to try to not order somebody's steps, but follow their steps and try to throw stumbling blocks along the way. Because you obsess, bitch. You obsess with somebody's energy, mine. You obsessed with trying to own me or have me or claim me. You mad because your ass on fire down there on your stomach slithering away. The devil will flee from you. That's what the snake is going to do this lifetime. You have no choice. These people are humiliated and they already don't like the way that they look when they look in the mirror. That's not my fault. That's not my fault. I'm really talking about your inner beauty that ain't there. I'm really talking about your jealousy, your envy, your hate. You must have been, I told you guys right here that there's times when I felt less beautiful because of the response that the crowd was giving to other women that were around me. And it didn't make me feel no less than who I am. But these people, they don't operate like that. They did feel less. They did want to go hide in a dark room. When they were fat, like my play sister, she did want to stay in the house all the time. She didn't want to go outside and show herself off or something like this. When I was fat, I still went out and did what the fuck I want to do. Ain't nobody about to stop me. When I was fatter than what I am now. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on you to your core, baby. Work on yourself. Stop trying to work on my life. Work on yourself. I mean, this is the season where a lot of y'all about to get sat the fuck down. There's other women that are nicer shaped than me. They have a nicer physique or something like this, but they can't figure out why these masculines be sneaking in the dark. Now, they can see on both sides. I can't see on both sides, right? They can see on the demonic side because I don't have a demonic energy in me. I'm not a diviner. I am divine. So, the vine, you see? Okay? The grace that they fall from. You understand? Or they fail from at some point in time. You understand? So, we have to look at this and just be real about it. You trying to persecute me because you was jealous of my beauty or my essence or my energy growing up. And you feel like since you was able to fuck somebody at the top and get me cut out of some type of circle or some kind of frequency, that now you're in control because you're sleeping with this man that you just don't want to sleep. You really only sleeping with him because you want some type of something with me. So this man wants that too. So you guys are working together. And you think that it's because of your looks that I didn't choose you? No, it's because of your energy. It's because I was already able to read you. It's because you came too close into my energy, and I'm not a soul sucker, but I can sense your soul. I'm not a soul sucker like you, Mami Wata. I am someone who can see your soul. I don't want to consume your mind is good enough for me. I don't have to consume your energy on that level. These are the people, like I said, of the synagogue of Satan. They are not Jews. They call themselves Jews. Or they're trying to make divine look like it is the vine. But the divine is really the synagogue of Satan. And most people just gravitate to that term because when they start watching tarot or you hear it all the time, you just regurgitate this word that people gave you and you casting yourself out. And most of the women do jump into that energy. Even if I'm feeling the vibe and I feel like the woman is coming on with tarot and she's talking straight shit and she ain't, there's always a curve there. After I watch them for a couple days, couple weeks or something, there's always up there it go. Either their master just manipulated and switched their energy towards me or something. Or they got jealous when they got a hit of the energy. It's something like that. So whatever energy, whatever we're talking about, this ain't even something that you can see on somebody. Unless when you one of them African witches that come here to scout out the land or scout out the people and see who's gonna be great, and then you go behind the scenes with your trickery and start trying to steal from them or get over on them. Like your daddies have done. Even binding or even marrying into these families or whatever. These American Indian families for the past 400 years. Whether your family was those wayfarers, the first ones that came in that the ancestors trusted because they kind of looked like us. They was the ones that wiggled their way in and then they let the others in. The ones that don't look like you. But they still was them. They still was them. So the Africans that came over here as wayfarers and things was no different than the so-called colonizers or the white mans or the Europeans or the Dutch or the Portuguese. And most of them was dark or swarthy or heavily dark pigmented people. There was not the copper colored people or the same color people that was here already. With the red skin, the yellow skin, the copper skin, the mix. Some of us got that mixed tone where you got the red, copper, yellow, all of it. Maybe even a little green, a little olive tone, right? So I don't just, when I look at people say, oh, that's an African, I don't like this person or something. But you know what I'm saying? If I pick up your vibe or something like this and you seem like one of the people that's trying to jazz somebody up or get over on somebody, then I'm saying, they got that trait. They got that trait to be deceptive or something or try to get over on people or something like this. It's just like, yeah, it's almost like that kind of energy that you get now at these Chinese nail places now, how they be trying to go back and forth and play mind games with you and shit about how much your nails about to be costing. What's considered short to them or long when it comes to your nail? When it used to be, you go get your nails done, they ask you what size you want, they clip them down, and then it's the same thing. But now it's like, oh, you want this much? Then that's long. And it's like, well, damn, I told her yesterday, I said, well, it depends on what's long to you and what's long to me. That's short to me. What you saying is long is short to me. What you saying is long is short to me. So what do you mean? Right? She was over there, she was like, the lady was kind of cool. When I sat down at her table, I see that she was kind of cool. But I said, these people will try to get over on you if you don't assert yourself. because she was over there. I was like, yeah, she's getting plain regular nails because she nail polish because this is just for her graduation. I'm getting gel, okay, and something like this. And then they was like, well, which one, gel or? And they kept, and I'm like, no, because I don't want this to turn into no shit that we're gonna have to be seeing on World Star Hip Hop and nothing. And I heard over there, she's like, so which one again? When I was getting my toes done on the other side of the room, she was asking my daughter, so what again? Is it gel or regular? I said, it's regular. It's regular. So, you got to I'm not gonna apologize because I see that in you or that little I seen that cunning snake shit and then I'm like, oh yeah, okay, well it's that. I'm not gonna feel some kind of way about letting you know when I hear you over there trying to ask her that shit and this is what you need to know. You understand? That you think that was abrupt or that was rude or that was made you feel some kind of way. Stop trying to. We already discussed with it. Why it's three of y'all in here? How y'all all forgot what the fuck we just said? Y'all was all sitting here when we was all discussing what was gonna happen with these nails. Why is everybody acting like they forgot 10 minutes ago? And then they ask again and ask again and ask again. I just don't like shit like that. You understand? So this is what I feel like somebody's trying to do with somebody's life. You're trying to play with somebody's livelihood. You motherfuckers. You think that all the water is gone and now you're going to imprison those of us that you consider to being of the water because I'm telling and rectifying and checking your ass. I'm here to also judge my people. So you just mad because I'm here to judge my people with the iron rod. You just mad because you broke down the court system so Shiloh got the power. That's this coming of age right here. That's me. So I don't know. This is people that be so ready to be, they so angry and envious and geared towards tearing somebody down. I can't believe that I'm the center core of this shit in America. I thought that this land was bigger. I thought our government was bigger. I thought everything was big. I thought these people were very, big or something. And this shit just showed me that this is nothing. That something has already happened. These are like my classmates sitting themselves in the Senate and shit like this and just controlling these people, these puppets in the government or something. This is how low you've brought our name. It's so embarrassing. If you tear down the government, then I guess I could just be the king or I could be the emperor or the empress, and then I could just, rule the shit like that or something like this. Like, I don't know what these people is doing, but, you just, it's humiliating a little bit. So you guys, so I'm imagining either some alien family just left the ports, okay? Or there is some water people or something like this from the UK or somewhere that just left the ports and they just said, forget it, we're gonna go or whatever like this. And that's now while you guys are trying to implement something. That's why you're trying to control this masculine to be so bitchy and we arguing about money for 24 hours or little shit. That's why somebody is sitting here talking about, oh, well, then you just get a job or something like this. Okay, well, my job is to make sure, see which one of you motherfuckers took my money and get my money back. That's what my job is right now. So that's what we're going to do over here continuously. Okay? Even if the whole village got to get arrested. Or they can take these people in and find out who, what, when, and where. It really doesn't matter how ugly it gets. Now, if you try to take me in something, I'm innocent. I didn't do anything to any fucking body. So you would just be trying to arrest somebody or get somebody cast out or harm somebody because you're jealous and you're envious and you're mad. And it just shows how much you don't like yourself. It shows how much you don't like yourself. I mean, this is somebody to prepare for this shit. For 20 years, they've been preparing for this. They've been mimicking. I told you a Queen of Cups can be a fucking spy. This means that somebody's watching you through your TV every day and seeing your movements or something like this, or they think that they can round you up because you're going through this type of attack and you live in a certain type of lifestyle because of that, or because somebody have you in a mental prison and you live in your life a certain kind of way, or you still trying to keep moving or whatever, even though you know these people are implementing these things on you that's unnecessary, that's unwarranted, okay? And you keep on moving. So you think that you could be cunning on that channel with these people because you got more viewers than me because y'all work with YouTube to keep me down in numbers. But at the same time, the truth is going to prevail. Because I can tell you right now, even if I thought these women were more beautiful, I've never been jealous of any of these women. I've never been jealous of any of these women. Even when I told you guys about the cheerleaders, the lean cheerleaders with the clear, smooth skin, with no hair on it seemed like. I still was not jealous of those women. I honor those women for who they are, what they have, their beauty or whatever like this, and I notice it, and then I move the fuck on. And then I look back at myself, well, you have these things. Yeah, it's not that bad. Okay, boom. So you motherfuckers is, I'm telling you, you going to, this time, this is what you gonna get. Whatever you thought that it was gonna happen to me, the pit that you think you digging for me, that's what the fuck you about to fall into. Because you have no reason. You don't have no reason. First of all, it's none of your business what I'm doing in my house with my man. Why are you watching me in my home? That's illegal. And even if it's not illegal, it's weird. I don't know you. I don't know you in the physical. Most of these people are people that spiritually latched on to me at some point in time in my life. I don't know you in the physical. I've never touched you. I've never been in eyesight of you unless it was in the 5th grade or something and I don't remember. And that's even crazier. That means that some other nation built you and pet you aside of me in school and everything like this to follow me around and also gave you background access to my life. That's weird. That's warfare. That is terroristic attacks. That is a terroristic I'm trying to figure out what means they're using, right? Okay, is this something that was left behind by a father figure that was watching me throughout my life from a distance, right? And it's just been left since this person has passed away, or they killed this person with arson or with fire or something like this. A lot of these masculines, and now they have these facilities, and these girls are just jealous because somebody was upheld as like, don't touch this person. Y'all can do anything, whatever you're doing behind the scene, but you can't say her name and you can't touch her. But I just feel like it was also to cover whoever asked that was if they was doing something wrong behind the scenes with this type of technology. It wasn't even really to protect me; it was protect them from being called out for whatever they were doing. Whether it was something that was just, a watchful eye, or it was something more. You got to really get over it. Somebody wants you to feel like I don't have no power. Oh, these people, they did bad things to me and nobody's getting in trouble for it. It's not fair. Blah, 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 blah. You're going to get what's just due. It's a command. You're going to get what's just due. Somebody's trying to make it seem like they're supporting you, but I know your words, Mommy Wata. I have sat there and listened. I didn't study you. I listened. I just listened to you. And you're trying to kill two birds with one stone, or you're trying to mix or mingle some words together. And somebody thinks that you're attractive for doing this, but I think that the person really honors me for being able to see right through it. I think that's a little bit more attractive to this person, and you're upset about it. That's what I think. So I'm going to get back to what I was doing. I had to get myself dressed because I got something to do. And I really don't feel like doing it, but I think I'm just doing that 5-minute makeup, y'all. I'm trying to be lazy a little bit with it, okay? But I do have to get up a minute and, do a couple things or whatever. And I just don't know. I feel like also somebody's trying to egg on the fact of doing somebody want me to do my makeup so they can try to sell me off to the highest bidder to some land, but bitch, that's where you're going, back home to Africa or Mexico, wherever it is that you come from, because not here. I know my Indians and I know my people, and you don't look like them. And it's not because you don't look like them; it's because you're harming us, American people, or other people here on this landmass. It's not. Let's get it up out of the park of what somebody look like, what job they got, what kind of clothes they wear, bitch. You guys are terrorists here. You cannot stay here. You have to go. We don't want your elements. I don't want your elements. If it has something to do with, like, I don't know what these people think. Like, you can't fool me. If something is rotten at the core, even no matter how you cannot convince me that I need that as an element for me or what I'm building. You cannot convince me that that person tricked you and bit you with that viper's. But you can't do it to me. You understand? So hiding things from me or trying to keep me blindfolded is different than fooling me. You're doing that because you know that if I can see you with all my senses, I'll be able to call you out. Right? So, yeah, but that's all I wanted to say. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Take care. Or not.